Hey, Tom.
Hey, Chris, what's going on?
What do we got here?
This is gonna be Final Fantasy IV, but it's the after years.
The after years?
Yeah.
Kind of like Saved by the Bell?
Sort of like Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna let you
You
take
let
crack
me
at
handle this? Alright.
So,
Dude, I'm super excited.
why are you excited?
Because this brings me back to the good old days.
It really does. It really does. I didn't even know this game existed until about
You're
a week
welcome.
ago. Yeah, I
You're
know.
very welcome. And, okay, so this is on the Nintendo WiiWare.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know. I mean, let's be honest.
How many points is it? 800? 400?
Yeah, it's 800. Same
800
as just a regular Super Nintendo game.
Not bad. Okay, let's see what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing.
But yeah, I didn't know it was out, and if I had known it was out, I would have picked it up instantly. Because Final Fantasy IV, or 2, to people who
Dude,
are
this
Americans.
This was back when Final Fantasy was a heavy hitter. Now it's a dud, which is
12.
sad.
I like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't go there. It's sensitive subject.
Oh
if I
my
can talk.
gosh, man.
It's the same. If you remember back, it's the exact same setup from that game.
Dude,
flying
Mode
in the airship.
7. Mode 7.
So
Super Nintendo glory. So what's the story here?
the story is basically shit has gone bad. That the world was saved by Cecil and the gang, and then all of a sudden shit went downhill. And right now, you are Cecil's son.
Dude,
Yeah,
that Mac Daddy.
yeah. Rosa and Cecil had a baby, and here he is, and he's got
Oh,
kind of
here we
bluish
go.
hair,
All right. So
and he's going on his first mission. That's what's going on.
very cool.
Yeah.
So let's
You gotta talk to everyone. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
It's a role playing game.
Right,
You
of
gotta-
course.
It's an old school
My
role
bad.
playing game. You actually
It's
have to
been
talk
so
to
long
every
since I
single
played some
person.
old school game like this.
So you got Wedge
And Biggs?
and Biggs. Yeah, they're two people who are with you right now.
Very cool.
But this is one of my favorite games actually. Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI. I know a lot of people
Dude,
love
listen,
7.
Six,
but
six is one of my all-time favorites. It goes like this, and some people are gonna go crazy, but 6, 7, and 8 are my favorite. Eight's the one that always throws them all for a loop.
Mine would probably be 4, 6, and
You know,
7.
and yeah, I should throw in 4.
and
Four-
then
four was
12.
awesome.
Actually, I really like 12. Yeah.
Oof.
So right now, basically, what's going on is he just got
Just got
slapped.
fished?
Yeah, he got slapped because they're saying he's being a wussy, and he's trying to be a knight. So he's going on his first mission, and they're basically sort of like his drill instructors, and they're just beating him up, which is why he got slapped. Real
So
hard.
are they like they're like taking
They're taking him.
command.
You start off with its trial, so you're gonna go in that cave in a second that you see, and basically you have to pass the trial to become a knight.
Very cool.
And basically, he's kind of like, I'm not my father. You know, my father was this awesome dude. He's the king. And he's like, I'm a wussy. And they're like, you are a wussy, but you have to man up.
Yes, you are.
And so you gotta go to the town. You
What's
gotta,
his
you gotta go to town. You gotta go to
I
town.
gotta go to town.
You
I
gotta
can't
go to
just
town.
run into
They're
it?
not gonna let you go into it because they're gonna actually show you a new gameplay mechanic, which is brand new. So
really?
they're gonna be like, dumbass, you didn't follow orders right now. Welcome to the town. And what they want you to do is go to sleep, but I wouldn't.
Don't go to sleep.
No, you can actually search around like old school, and there's some stuff in the bushes, which will help you out.
Of course.
You remember that when you could just find stuff in the bushes?
Always
If you go
stuff in the
north,
bushes.
there's a dude who needs your help to find his ring. And it's funny because if you find all the stuff in the bushes, the money amount you
What
get
the heck
is
is that?
just equal to buying you better equipment, which is exactly what you need.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm already.
the music,
I'm in love.
it's,
I'm not
it's
gonna lie.
I don't know, for younger people, it might not bring back the same memories.
Is this the dude with the ring?
Yeah, the pig guy. He's saying he dropped his ring, and it's in the grass up there somewhere.
Up here?
Yeah,
All right.
you just walk until there you go.
Got it. All
Done,
right.
done and done.
Sweet.
Just go back and give it to him. And I would definitely go in and buy a better sword because he's sort of a little janky.
Well, Janky,
But
all right.
the weird thing is, you know, you're Cecil's son in this. You're the son of the king, and yet you start out the game with like the worst equipment. You would think
Dude,
he would
that's-
at least.
That's how they always do it, though. How do I go to my?
It's the A button. It's the big when you're playing with the. It's right there.
Oh,
That's
damn.
it. The nice thing about this one is they made it so you don't need the classic controller. That's what we were just discussing. You can play it with just the regular Wiimote.
I gotta say, I do like that. I appreciate that.
It's nice. I think it's a nice touch. The fact that the new kind of this isn't a reboot. It's sort of just like tacked on.
No, this is full-fledged sequel, right?
Yeah,
This is
apparently
just
so.
a full-fledged.
Basically,
Do we know how many hours?
I have no idea. I've played this game probably about 3 or 4 hours into it so far, and no signs of slowing down at all.
And these young Thundercats just don't know what they're missing.
They don't.
This is gaming.
And you gotta go to sleep. That's all you gotta do. You're talking.
Do I gotta pay?
No, I don't think it's free because you're with the military. You're with like this special forces.
Oh, and we got the moon segment.
This is something. This is a brand new mechanic for people who don't know about it, and I actually really like it. As time elapses in the game, the moon phase changes, and it makes certain things stronger or weaker. So your attacks will be stronger during certain moon cycles. They'll be weaker during others. Your magic will go up during some. It'll go down others. So you have to change your strategies based on what you want to do. Now, just leave the town and go to the cave for your first.
So we'll say like when it's a full moon, like enemies are stronger, or your
It doesn't
magic
actually.
is stronger.
It doesn't actually impact what the enemies do, but it impacts what your abilities are. So you'll see it here when you start fighting. Is that the things that are stronger are in green, and the things that have been weakened are in red. So if you go up and all of a sudden your black magic's in red, that means it's not going to be as strong as it normally would be.
Okay, and if it's green,
That means it's stronger right now than its phase. And it's not just when you go to sleep. The moon phase will just change if you're just sort of sitting around based on sort of the game clock.
So it's a little bit like the Shin Megami Tensei series.
What?
say yes.
Yes.
Say yes.
I don't know any. I don't know.
Here we go, Theodore. All right, here we go.
Theodore's that's Cecil's son. He's a guy with sort of the hair coif, full moon. So they're explaining it now. Basically,
So my attacks are gonna suck.
yeah,
Wow.
they're worse.
Not cool. I just bought a sword.
No, it's good that you bought the sword though. So it is his old school mean, but black magic and the green means it's stronger.
Oh
better.
yeah, check it out. Even does the all. Golly, dude, this is. I'm sorry. It's just. It's been a long time.
Well, here's the thing.
since
Though.
I've
Here's
seen
the
a
thing
game
though,
that
and you always got to think about this when you're playing a game that's a new release, but is
Old
based off
school.
an old school game.
And
Is it really that good, or are we both just nostalgic for it?
I think it's a nostalgia. Well, I think it's both. Because look, these old school games were founded on like the hardcore principles of gaming, right? They're good without being like, oh, check out my graphics and holy crap, what the heck?
And once you do a ban, this is a new thing that they have. Basically, you probably should have read what they said.
Probably should have.
You just jump right in there.
I
You
did.
don't read. You never read the instruction book when you were a kid.
I
did
did.
You just started hitting buttons.
No, I have the old school game.
Yeah, exactly. Just dive right in.
yeah.
Basically, what this is you can link with other characters now. So, if you hit band, it'll time you both, and when you both are in the green, it'll allow you to do like a stronger attack.
Okay, so I gotta wait.
You got hit over. Normally, up an attack.
Oh.
Band. See how band's selected now? Because the first character's like, I want to do a band, and then when it goes to the next person, you're like, I want to do a band too.
Oh,
And then
okay.
it does the double attack.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
So it's they add in some new mechanics. It's not just Final Fantasy IV rehashed. They have the moon cycles. They have bands. They also have these things which are sort of gamble moves, which are kind of cool, which I like. Basically, certain characters have the ability to kind of try a special ability. Doesn't
Okay.
always work.
Let me get this band thing and go again.
There you go, band. You can search for them. You can try other ones, but sometimes there aren't any there, and then you just waste your turn.
Okay, so I probably didn't do it right there. No, I did. All right, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And does band consume any MP or?
You know what? I don't know. I actually haven't been using it, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
It's been one of those features that I've so far. It's weird because I'm finding myself playing the game the same way that I played it back in the day.
Not
and I've
using all the new.
Not
school
really,
stuff.
and that's I think I will as the game progresses.
Oh, I'm
but
sure.
so
I'm sure
far-
certain bosses and stuff like that you'll have to.
And also the game sort of switches it up on you in a little bit, so I don't want to ruin it for people, but you sort of are in different situations. Right now, he's like, you are awesome. You are the son of Cecil and Rose. You're going to go in there, and you are going to be awesome. You're going by yourself, though. And basically, Biggs this whole time is calling you a pussy. He's just like, you're a pussy. You don't deserve to be here. And then they just leave you.
He's like, you're right. I am. I'm out of here. Oh,
You're on the
they
wrong
actually
way.
let you do it.
Wow.
I thought they were trying to stop you.
No, they don't. They obviously
They're like,
will
oh,
let
he
you go.
is a wuss. All right. Well, what?
That's a save point. You shouldn't need that.
Nah, man.
Since you're a
nah,
pro.
nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
seriously.
I've done this millions of times.
But yeah, as far as evaluating this game, I mean, I like it. I really do. It's something that, like I said, because it's on the Wii, where I honestly I haven't turned on my Wii until this game out. This game came out. I hadn't turned on my Wii in I think a year and a half. I had a major update to do, I know, when I turned it back on. So, but
it is it brings back good memories, man. I can't stress that enough. I think it's definitely, I'm gonna say right now, we don't know the time, but I'd say it's worth the money.
for $8, I mean, imagine if someone said to you back in the day, you know, you can play another Final Fantasy game, you know, a Final Fantasy 5, if you will, because, you know, although you can play Final Fantasy 5 now, but, you know, a game you never even heard of for $8.
Dude,
deal. It'd be a deal.
Sold.
You'd be sold on it. In fact, that if someone offered you probably Final Fantasy 4, 6 for $8 now, you would pick it up. So it's sort of like, I don't see why not, especially if you're a fan of RPGs, especially if you like the old school stuff. If you've never played a Final Fantasy before 7,
this is the one. I would say
just start
listen,
here.
You got to know the roots. You got to know the
respect
roots.
argument.
Yes, you have to have respect
you have to respect for your
for the
elders.
classics. The classics. This is what started. You know, this is what led up to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Although 14, I hear, is not the hottest one. Actually, you know what? I hear Final Fantasy's just losing it.
You hear?
Yeah, people just don't.
Like you haven't played them.
Well, I have to admit, I did like 13. 14 was cool from the beta that I played, but I didn't know where I was going, and that's one of the biggest arguments. It's poorly designed. Versus 13 looks fantastic, but it's not really a traditional Final Fantasy. And you know, like I said, dude, it's this is what started Final Fantasy for me. Like I started with 6. That was the one I started with.
I started with 4.
I know,
That's
I know.
sad.
But
That's
I went
so
back.
sad.
I went back and I got 4.
You need to heal yourself.
Dude, no.
Seriously, you're down to like 50.
I'm ballsy.
You're gonna die.
Ballsy.
You get 4 goblins. 53. See if you can do it. Especially, right off the bat, you're gonna cure yourself. The magic system is strictly leveling up. Basically, if you do white magic, you gain more white magic spells as you level up.
Oh,
If
okay.
you do,
All right, that's cool.
they're not going to. They didn't change it. You know what I mean?
So as you level up, you don't
You-
just
you-
start learning random stuff. It depends on what you use.
What class you are. So if
So-
you're white magic, you're gaining white magic
So
spells.
if you just keep attacking and attacking, you become like a soldier.
It's like the old school style, basically, where you had a job class, and because of your job class, that is what you did.
Sweet success. Well, dude, when do we get to a boss?
There's a boss at the end of this cave. If you want to try and push and get that far,
We'll
and
try,
see what
we'll
happens.
try to get there.
But yeah, I mean, the game itself for me is fantastic. It's a game I'm totally gonna finish, play through. I'm gonna enjoy it. But again, I throw out the nostalgia argument. I don't know if it's someone who's never played Final Fantasy before, who isn't an RPG
Look,
gamer,
let's not
who
kid
isn't
our-
a Square gamer to begin with, isn't gonna feel the same way about this, because it is the same music, same style, same everything. There's nothing. I mean, not great graphics.
Listen, let's not kid ourselves though. This is a nostalgia trip. Like, it's a tough sell for really young dudes that are used to like the Final Fantasy 13. Sure, another Final Fantasy, and then they see this and they're like,
Turn-based.
what the heck is this? You know, but it's still a well-designed game, regardless. That comes to the issue of substance over matter. You know.
Yeah. And it is active turns. It's not the old stall, slow.
Oh yeah,
they'll
you
wait
can't. You
for
can't
you.
pick. You can't.
You
don't
can't
have
sit there
time
for
to,
1,000 years.
Plan out your
They'll
move.
start
You gotta
beating
think
you down.
quick. Gotta use
Yeah.
your wits.
Yeah, but it's all. I mean, it's the old school glory. So if you like the old style, if you're missing for it, and you've been like me, who basically just didn't know this existed, now you know. This is
Dude,
something. This is a reason.
I'm
to turn
running
your
out
Wii
and
back
buying
on.
it. I'm buying it right now. As soon as we're done, I'm gonna go and buy it. I'm so impressed.
It's just, you know, it's one of those games.
It seems like it's gonna have pretty much a nice challenge to it too.
Well, have you read any of the reviews? Because I have not. I
Dude,
just picked it
I'll
up.
be honest with you. All I heard was like, "Oh, this hit the WiiWare," and I was like, "What? Okay."
I don't even know when this was released.
Let me go. Really?
Wasn't it a while ago?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I mean, like a year ago.
I would say a year ago. If not a year, yeah, I'd say a good year. Yeah.
I would expect it a little more fanfare, honestly. I would have expected more people to be talking about it. I mean, I'm not super reading in gamer news, but I pay attention to a few things,
It's
a
on
few
the
sites.
Wii, man. It's on the Wii.
It's on the Wii. Oh, Such a big insult.
I hate to be mean, but dude,
Yeah.